Howdy folks, I'm M, and today we're going to do a little tutorial on a joint tightening technique we finally figured out, and also the Ultrakill shotgun, which is going to be relevant for some upcoming tutorials. That being on V1, V2, and Mirage from Ultrakill. The V1 and V2 tutorial footage, by the way, was recorded a while before this technique was found, also just a while ago. He's been kind of procrastinating, or should I say, they, because, gender fluid. It came out as that on Twitter like a real time ago. Oh, and Blue Sky. We're on Blue Sky too now. So I recommend following us there if you like the stuff here, because we're more active there. Right, anyways, on to the tutorial video. So before we get into things, just thought I'd let the big hands here demonstrate how the shotgun works. Thank you. Now if you could kindly move me to the side. Okay. So, Ultrakill shotgun. It's designed and to look as close to the in-game model as possible. These parts back here can hinge forward or back, depending on how you want to display it. I'd recommend this for when it's in V1's hands. Can fold open for the reload animation. And to plug it into V1, V2, or Mirage's hands, which I will show shortly. There's a little preview of the hand, I guess. You take the shotgun, move this back piece here, apply it on here, then plug it into the hand. And there you go. Now, on with the joint tightening. Now, on to actually building the dang shotgun. And here, of course, it's the parts list for the shotgun, laid out all on this paper towel sheet because it's black, so hopefully it's easier to see. I'm going to zoom in a bit here so you can see the studs and whatnot. 1x2 plates, 2x2 plates, 1x2 plates modified with 1 stud, 2x2 tile modified with 2 studs, inverted black brackets, these little cylinder bits, I don't really know what they're called with that, these little pins with stud on one side, these pyramid sort of tiles, modified bricks with 1 stud on one side, modified brick with studs on both sides, modified brick with 4 studs on one side, modified brick with 2 studs on one side, bracket piece with 2 clips gray and 2x1 pieces with bars, not removing because I don't want to break the joints, sorry, and 2 1x2 tiles, clear, whether that be blue, red, green, well, probably blue or green, as red you'll need to build a little chainsaw attachment. But hey, it's Lego, you can probably do that. The joint tightening technique that will be shown later in the video, or earlier, wherever I choose it. You're going to need just the 2 ball joints. Oh, by the way, it works for Transformers too, as long as it's a ball joint. You need either a Technic ball and socket or a TOW ball and socket, and a sheet of paper towel. At that point in the video, I made it seem like a surprise because I didn't think I was going to be showing the paper towel here, but yeah, you're going to need a paper towel for the joint tightening technique. It will be explained there. Okay, on with the rest of the video. Now, as with what I'm going to try and do for future tutorials to cut down on time, I'm going to show you chunks of it that you can easily build. So starting off with the back of the shotgun, we're going to need 2 of these inverted bracket pieces, black. Combine them with a 2x2 square here. Camera should focus. There we go. And the next, you're going to want to link it up with a stupid camera. You're going to want to link it up with these 2 1x3 tiles, 1x2 plate in there, and a 2x2 piece here. Then connect onto it 2 of these 1x2 with 1 bar in the end, 1x2 tile, 1x2 plate on the bottom, and 1 of these which only has 2 studs on it. That's going to be important. So the finished result should look like that. That's going to be the base of the gun. The back of the gun is incredibly simple. It's just 1 of these bricks with the 2 studs on the side, on the bottom, so it's vertical, and 2 of these 1x2 plates with only 1 stud. these aren't going to be relevant for V1. They're going to be relevant for, I don't know if I'm going to do a tutorial on them, but it's relevant for something else. Plug that in the back here. That's the back of the shotgun. Now the front is a bit more complicated, as I had to figure out how to give it a longer barrel look. So let's get started on said barrel. First off, you're going to want a gray piece brick here with studs on either side, 1x2 plate on the bottom, and a 2x2 tile on the top. To give you a focus, damn it. This sort of look here. You're going to want to pair it, this little build here, which is going to be made of these two gray sloped up pieces. The camera would focus a bit. Screw it. If it would just focus. Two 2x2 black tiles, and then one 1x2 tile, these little cylinder pieces put on top. That'll create the barrel of the gun. Pop on this piece with the spikes. Pop all that in here, so this black part goes over the top. We can just go ahead and smack that back here. But now we need to make the chambers in the middle of the gun. So to do that, we need a little bit of a complex build here. Well, not really complex, it's more just a little weird to look at. So, you're seeing here, it's not all as it seems. You're going to want to make two of these. Okay. It's not coming apart on this one, I don't know why. There we go. Okay, so, one of these circular bits here, one of these is pins that ends with like a stud piece. You can see it like right next to each other. So has pin on one side, stud on the other. And you put that into here. That way, this stays open and usable. That stays on the length. Then fold this back and just plug these cylinders in. Make sure this open bit is on the inside of the gun, or at least below, so you can't see it, for better in-game accuracy. Just make sure it's facing downward, like that. So the top is all smooth. Okay. Just try to hide it the best you can. There you go. Now finally the back bit with the parts to indicate, you know, what version it's on, Corey Jacked, red, whatever. So, I'm going to use all black pieces here. Black brick with only two studs on one side, 2x2 tile on top. You're going to want to take one of these 1x1 pieces with one stud on one side, put on tile of your choice, whether that be blue or green or red. Red, you're going to have to make a chainsaw. I should probably do a tutorial when I figure that out in the future. And put those on the side here. Then, finally, put that in, close it up. There you have the Ultrakill shotgun. All right, now for the joint tightening technique. Now, this technique, you're not going to need any weird liquid. You're not going to need anything like that. Actually, you're going to need something surprisingly easy to obtain. Yep, paper towels. Specifically, the ones I'm using here are Bounty. Not sponsored. Anyways, so take the ball joint. This only works on ball joints, okay? So in this case, I'm using toe, but it can also, like toe is in TOW, but it can also work on Technic ball joints, as you can see on M's leg here. So the way it works is incredibly simple. You can use a knife or just use your bare hands for this. Take a little bit right at the end here. Just make sure it's about a little wider than the width of the piece. Then tear. You're going to want it to be a little long. But of course, you know, your pieces, you do what you want. Once you have that piece, grab something thin, strong. I'd recommend like penny or some sort of screwdriver. Then you take a piece, wrap the bit of paper towel around it, use the thin object to push it in, then take the joint, and just pop it in there. And then you can just, if you want, you can, tear away the excess paper. I would recommend leaving a little bit hanging off the sides. You can, of course, if you leave it long enough, you can build around it to keep it stable. But yeah, that should drastically increase the friction and strength of the joint, especially when turning. I don't know about doubling up. I haven't tried that, but I'm worried it'll risk breaking the joint. But overall, this is a technique that I would recommend for a lot of future tutorials I have coming up, specifically for the V models. And yeah, hopefully this helps some of you Lego builders out there with making some stronger joints. I mean, heck, V uses it in her elbows. It's working pretty fine for her right now. So, yeah, that's basically it. Hope you use that for the upcoming V model tutorials. Alright, so that's the end of the tutorial. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, give me criticism, and tell me what I could have done better. I'd appreciate that, honestly. Share this if it helps anybody out there. And I will, of course, see you around in the next video or on Blue Sky or Twitter. I go by Okami the Lego Guy on both. See you all around there. Bye.